The It Gets Better project was created in response to a rash of LGBT teens committing suicide.
Although it is well-intentioned, it tends to tell wounded truths about LGBT teens and the lives that they lead.
Today we will be doing a critical analysis of the video made by Dan Savage, who founded the It Gets Better project. It sounds like Dan Savage and the many videos inspired by the It Gets Better project are sending positive messages of hope to LGBT teens, and we're sure that's what they're trying to do.
But let's deconstruct some of the messages from the It Gets Better campaign.
High school was bad.
It Gets Better videos construct high school as a place of severe social anxiety and depression.
I was picked on because, I liked musicals and I was obviously gay.
Gender expression is conflated with sexual orientation. People can tell if you're LGBT based on outdated stereotypes.
My school was pretty miserable. I lived in Spokane, Washington, which is a mid-sized town with a small town mentality. And I was picked on mercilessly in school. People were really cruel to me. I was bullied a lot, beat up, thrown against walls and lockers and windows, stuffed into bathroom stalls. People shit on my car, people scratched my car, broke my windows. And my parents went in once to talk to the school administrators about the harassment I was getting at school, and they basically said, if you look that way, talk that way, walk that way, act that way, then there's nothing we can do to help your son.
What it means to be an LGBT youth is to live constantly in fear of violence and harassment, and no one will help you.
Things got better the day I left high school. I didn't see the bullies every day. I didn't see the people who harassed me every day. I didn't have to see the school administrators who would do nothing about it every day. Life instantly got better.
Graduating high school is a magical and transformative experience whereby discrimination and violence based on sexual orientation no longer exists.
When I first came out to my folks, they weren't thrilled. My mother said she never wanted to meet any of my boyfriends or boyfriend, and I was never to bring a man around that I was dating to the house, ever. Our families are really accepting, and you would think, my evangelical Catholic parents and Terry's conservative Christian parents who sent him to that awful school, that our families would reject us forever and never get over it.
Coming out is constructed as a nervous, anxiety-inducing, guilt-ridden confessional. It should always be difficult, and parents especially will need time to adjust because of this terrible news.
The bullying and the pain and the despair of high school.
Bullying, pain, and despair. The obstacles LGBT youth must overcome in order to be happy.
The worst time of your life, really, for many gay kids is high school.
High school is the worst time of your life, if you're gay.
One day you will have friends who love and support you, you will find love, you will find a community, and that life gets better. And once I got out of high school, they couldn't touch me anymore.
But life does get better. If you're a white, middle-class man like Dan Savage who values monogamous marriage and parenting, but what about everyone else?
The effects of wounded truths. Queer youth are taught to think of themselves first as vulnerable and then as sexual, with happiness or contentment coming only after a long battle with oppression and high-risk status for violence. Educators are encouraged to use wounded language when describing queer youth, and even advocates for queer youth fail to problematize linking woundedness with queer youth.
When activists are not able to discuss homosexuality without bringing up violence, aggression, hate crime, suicide, or depression, queer youth are not likely to feel that they have a positive role in the world.
Our solution?
You don't have to wait to be great.
A new series of media that reaches out to LGBT youth, but instead of telling them that they have bright futures, this campaign will focus on making their lives great right now.
You don't have to wait to be great with Elle and Kate.
Hi, this is You Don't Have to Wait to Be Great with Elle
And Kate.
High school can be hard, but it doesn't have to be.
These videos send the message that discrimination stops after high school. Bigotry doesn't stop once you graduate, and neither should your strength and your inner amazing.
You don't need permission to have a great life, so start living today.
So, whether you're queer, questioning, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, pansexual, omnisexual, asexual, or throwing your lot in with the alphabet soup, you are loved and your life can be great, starting right now.